Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Dragon Age Origins. Und ich dachte mir, bevor ich verrückt werde, während ich warte auf dieses Spiel, auf Dragon Age 4, spiele ich einfach Dragon Age Origins, mein Lieblingsspiel. Und ja, ich hoffe, ihr habt Spaß. Ich würde sagen, wir starten ein neues Spiel. Und seid mir nicht böse für meine englische Aussprache. Ich bin da nicht gut drin. And so is the golden city blackened. With each step you take a more whole, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies 8:30.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
The background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Ich denke, dass ich mich für einen Elfen entscheiden werde, für einen Dalish, weil das meiner Meinung nach in meinen Augen die perfekte Entscheidung für das nächste Spiel ist und meiner Meinung nach auch viel interessanter, als wenn man jetzt sich für einen Magier oder so entscheiden würde. Und ich erkläre euch, warum ich das denke. Und hoffentlich hört man nicht den PC im Hintergrund. Der ist ziemlich laut. Ich muss den Lüfter austauschen. Entgegen all meiner Lust und Interesse entscheide ich mich jetzt hierfür, dass ich einen Krieger auswähle. Hat aber nur damit zu tun, dass ich Morrigan als Romanze haben werde. Und der Hintergrund Dalish Elf hat auch in meinen Augen einen Grund, weil man ja Meryl in Dragon Age 2 kennenlernt und Meryl ja vom selben Clan ist. Die sind ja vom selben Dalish Clan und das ist der Grund, warum ich mich so entscheiden werde. Das Valastin kommt gleich. Ich überlege erstmal gerade, wie ich das Gesicht von ihm machen soll. Und leider habe ich die Mods nicht installiert, die ich haben will. Damit muss ich jetzt aber leben. Eigentlich hat mein Charakter in meiner Vorstellung lange Haare. Nicht so. Ich gebe ihm einfach ganz langweilig die ungemoddete Frisur. Die, finde ich, ist so ziemlich am besten. Das habe ich gesucht. So, neues Tipp. Ich denke, dass diese Augen sehr gut zu meinem Charakter passten. Die finde ich auch am schönsten für den Mann. Ich hoffe echt, dass ihr im Hintergrund nicht den Lüfter hört. Der PC an sich ist nicht schlecht. Der ist in meinen Augen sehr gut, aber man würde heutzutage sagen, dass die PC-Hardware, die ich habe, Schrott ist. Und ich habe keine Lust, noch Geld zu sparen und dann wieder alles zusammenzubauen. Und das Zusammenbauen mache ich ja gerne, aber das ist einfach viel zu teuer. Also meine Grafikkarte ist noch gut genug. Spätestens dann, wenn Dragon Age Dreadwolf rauskommt, müsste ich eine neue Grafikkarte mir kaufen oder eine gebrauchte. Aber jetzt finde ich, ist es einfach nur unmöglich. Ja. Und die Preise sind auch schrecklich. Also die Spiele, die ich in letzter Zeit gespielt habe, die fordern sehr viel Hardware-Leistung ein. Und ich dachte, ich könnte mit meiner Hardware das Spiel, was ich in der letzten Zeit gespielt habe, nicht spielen. Zumindest nicht in dieser Auflösung, in der ich das gespielt habe. Ich dachte, okay, spiele ich das jetzt nur in 1080p, 180p, aber glücklicherweise konnte ich das dann auf 4K spielen. Ich dachte, dass das überhaupt nicht möglich wäre, aber glücklicherweise von Nvidia, ich habe ja eine Nvidia-Grafikkarte, wird einem ja vorgegeben, beziehungsweise, was heißt vorgegeben, gezeigt, was ideal wäre, welche Grafikeinstellung ideal für das System, was man da zusammengebaut hat oder gekauft hat, fertig ist, ja. Er gefällt mir nicht, überhaupt nicht, aber schade, dass er nicht genauso aussieht und nicht mal ansatzweise so aussieht wie mein Charakter von damals. Bis das damals als Entschuldigung.
No! It is gone! How do you do?
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. Well, this is odd. My weapon is useless. Move aside.
Greetings. Oh, my spell! This isn't working. Need something else. You're in my way. Goodbye.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
So, da wir Krieger sind. Oh mein Gott. Ich bin überhaupt nicht gut. Ich spiele immer als Magierin. Und wenn ich nicht als Magierin spiele, bin ich eine Schurkin. Ach ja, falsch. Ich sollte hier. So sollte ich das machen. Wegen Persuade. So. Und das Schöne ist, dass man in Dragon Age Origins ja auch mit 2 Waffen spielen kann, selbst wenn man ein Krieger ist. Und so werde ich mich entscheiden. Wir spielen auf normal. Ich dachte mir erst, vielleicht werde ich auch schwer spielen, aber da Krieger nicht mein Ding ist, geht das nicht anders. Deswegen normal.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's a Dalish!
And you 3 are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethalon?
Und jetzt
What
ist mir
should we
zu
do
spät
with
aufgefallen, dass ich das Walleslin vergessen habe. Vielleicht werde ich den Charakter noch mal neu erstellen und durch diese Mod, die es ja gibt, austauschen, das Gesicht. Super.
You are too soft. How many injustices must our people suffer before you resent them properly?
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
Ich muss das Mikrofon gerade umstellen. Das ist leider viel zu... Ja, ich muss es teilweise festhalten. Weil ich noch keinen Ständer gekauft habe dafür. Ich hatte ein anderes Mikrofon, das funktioniert auch. Das ist auch gut. Das Problem, was ich habe, ist, dass es nicht an dem Schreibtisch kann, weil A, die Halterung billig ist und die nicht hält und B, mein Schreibtisch zu dick ist. Also ich kann es gar nicht da ranklemmen. Ich glaube, es geht bis zu 5 Zentimeter oder so. Und bei mir ist es, das hat, glaube ich, knapp 8. Ja. Deswegen unmöglich. Und das andere Mikrofon, das ist noch schwerer. Das ist ja das rote Mikrofon, was ja die meisten haben. Ich glaube sogar Gronk hat das und Pandoria. Ich glaube, die hat das in weiß und ich habe das auch in weiß. Ich habe mir das vor einigen Jahren gekauft und ja. Hoffentlich reicht dieses, was ich jetzt habe, aus. I've been there. You should have treasure to prove it.
but I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
Why not?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
We frightened you. You frightened them enough. They won't bother us.
Run along then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious.
I'm not sure. I have a bad feeling about this demon.
Skittish Shems say it's a demon, and you believe them. They probably woke up a bear. Let's see if these ruins actually exist. Then we'll worry about what to do.
Okay, jedes Mal, wenn ich das sehe. Die Wolf. Da müsste noch Van Harl stehen. Ich hoffe, dass man Soulless nichts antut. Ich hoffe, dass man ihn nicht stoppt und umbringen muss. Ich hoffe, man kann ihn zwar stoppen, aber ich möchte ihn nicht umbringen, ich möchte ihm nichts antun. Ich tausche gerade mal die Waffen aus? Ah, ja. Das letzte Mal, als ich das gespielt habe, da hatte Tamlin kein Pfeil und Bogen. Da hatte er ein Schwert. Super. Naja. Muss ich das jetzt so... Also, das ist auch merkwürdig. Ich verstehe nicht, warum das so ist. Also, könnt ihr mir ja mal vielleicht sagen, warum. Aber...
Right. As you wish. Let's get started. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? This should be easy enough. Right. No mercy!
Jetzt auf einmal, das ist auch immer, ich habe mich jedes Mal gefragt, wie das gehen kann. Ja, hier, ne, du hast sie auch. Aber ich frage mich, egal. Ich rüste ihn jetzt nicht aus. Lassen das so, wie es ist. Und ich habe das Spiel so oft und so lange und wirklich auf PlayStation 3 gespielt. Als allererstes habe ich das auf PC gespielt, auf meinem Laptop. Dann auf Konsole. Dann nochmal wieder auf dem PC und ich weiß nicht, wie viele Stunden ich insgesamt dieses Spiel gespielt habe. Von 2009 an. Aber ich habe viel zu viele Stunden da drin verbracht. Und ich habe erst ich habe erst 2014 oder 13, auf jeden Fall, als ich das Spiel aufgenommen habe, bevor ich das auf YouTube hochgeladen habe, gemerkt, dass du hier die Möglichkeit hast, deinen Charakter eine andere Waffe zu geben. Codex. Ich werde nicht alle sammeln, ich habe das auch nicht gemacht, als ich das gespielt habe, aber ja. No creature is more reverent by the Dalish than the Hala. No other animal has a god of its own. These white stacks are much larger than ordinary deer, and the Dalish Hala keepers carve their antlers as they grow, making them curve into intricate designs. In ancient times, these stacks bore elven knights into combat, but since the fall of the Dales, they are used less as mounts and more to pull the arrows. Oh, wie ich lesen hasse. Ich meine, es kommt darauf an, was ich lese, aber ja, früher habe ich Bücher verschlungen, aber heutzutage. It is rather unfair, the reputation that the wolf possesses in Ferelden, for a people that so clearly adore the hounds. Ferelden simultaneously harbor a distrust of wolves that borders on the unreasonable. Unreasonable, that is, if one were not familiar with the ancient legend regarding werewolves. There was a time in Ferelden's past when demons inhabit the bodies of wolves in great numbers, causing the wars against werewolves and spreading great fear and panic. The werewolves were slain, but even today the noble wolf is still looked upon with distrust. From Legends of Ferelden by Mother Alice of Denerim, 9-10 Dragon. An attack by wolves upon civilized folk happens rarely, often only in times of desperation, and even then only when the wolves have the advantage of numbers. This can change during a blight. When darkspawn rise onto the surface, their presence dramatically alters the savage nature of normal beasts. In blights past, as the corruption of the darkspawn spread through the wilder areas of Thedas, it would infect the animals found there, and the more powerful of them would survive and be transformed into a more vicious and dangerous beast. A blight into a more A blight wolf is one such example, mad with the pain of its infection, and only through the overriding command of the darkspawn does it still retain some semblance of its pack instincts. Blight wolves are always found in large groups and will tend to overwhelm a single target if they can, using their numbers to their advantage. It is fortunate that these creatures rarely survive the corruption for very long. Ich hasse es. Das ist so. Ich muss eine andere Lösung dafür finden. Ich hasse jetzt nichts daran, aber das Mikrofon zu halten ist echt nicht geil. Ich muss eine andere Lösung dafür finden, aber das wird dann im nächsten Part. Die Lösung habe ich dann im nächsten Part. Ach, stimmt, ich bin ja ein Krieger.
Right.
Ich habe... Ach ja, und er ja auch. Ja, das ist doof. Ich glaube, ich werde das alles vorlesen, wenn ich eine Halterung gefunden habe für das Mikrofon. Vielleicht werde ich auch diese Bildhalterung nehmen, die ich für mein Rode-Mikrofon genutzt habe, wo das Rode-Mikrofon viel zu schwer ist für dieses Podcast.
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
Genau. No, and I don't think we should go in alone.
There's nobody else here, and I'm not running back for help unless there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be?
Wie naiv. Wie naiv von Tamlin. Das ist so.
It looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven. This place makes me nervous.
If that will calm you down.
I suppose so. Hey, weren't you supposed to be assisting Master Verathorn today? How did you end up coming with me?
You know me. I get away from camp whenever I can.
I've never known anyone so eager to wander. I bet you'll end up a flat ear someday, living in the cities like a Shem. Let's just find whatever's here and get out. We can talk later.
Ups. Ich muss immer auf die Uhr gucken, weil ich noch Post erwarte.
As you wish.
Ich bin auch wirklich gar nicht gut darin, muss ich sagen, in rollenbasierten Spielen.
Right. As you wish. As you wish.
Trying to be tricky, huh?
On. Right.
Und da ich Angst vor Spinnen habe,
On your guard!
möchte ich um jeden Preis verhindern, dass ich von der Spinne angegriffen werde. Und, also klar, angegriffen wird man sowieso dann von den Spinnen hier. Aber ich meine, wenn die auf einen springen und eine fressen, beim lebendig fressen. Und das ist so eklig. Ich komm damit gar nicht klar. Das ist so unmöglich eklig. So. Jetzt haben wir das, was ich wollte. Mal kurz gucken. So. Na, erstmal nach links. Ja, und das meine ich. Wenn ich jetzt ein Joker wäre, dann könnte ich diese Fallen... das ist schlimm.
Let's go!
Das ist so schlimm.
On. Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
Da krabbelt bei mir alles. Ach ja. Jedes Mal vergesse ich das, weil ich jedes Mal, wenn ich einen Dalish-Charakter spiele, auch eine Schurkin oder einen Schurken spiele. Aber ja, ich habe es vergessen. Was ahnen sollen. Und ich weiß es ganz genau. Und ich weiß ganz genau, dass hier es hier ist und dass ich wieder was aktiviert habe. Oh mein Gott. Hätte ich mir das von vorne gegeben.
Ready to fight!
Ich das von Anfang an gegeben.
Right. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough. As you wish. On. Down with you!
Als es damals mit den Mods anfing und ich die Mods installiert habe, da... Ich bin damit so ausgerastet mit den Mods, weil ich habe das dann bevor... Ich weiß es nicht mehr, ob das wirklich so war, ich erinnere mich nicht. Ich glaube, das hat eine Weile gedauert, bis die guten Mods rauskamen. Ja. Und... Oh mein Gott. Wenn ich nachgucken würde, wie viele Stunden ich gespielt habe, also das kann man keinem erzählen. Ich habe noch was vergessen, ich muss noch mal kurz zurück. ein Scheiß. Ach nee, habe ich eingesammelt. Okay. Okay.
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
It's worn, but it looks vaguely familiar.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
We're nowhere near Arlathan, and this proves nothing.
We must have lived in other places too. Even if elves didn't live here, its architects knew of our gods.
Okay, wir gehen da nicht hin, weil da auch wieder eine Falltüre ist und ich dachte, dass wir das nicht machen müssen, ne? So. Du gehst nicht weiter. Bitte nicht. Tamlin, du gehst nicht weiter. So, da gehst du hin. So. Hallo.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action. Right. It's either you or me, and it isn't going to be me. You had it coming.
Are those walking corpses? This place is haunted.
Let's get started.
So. Und ihr werdet sehen, dass ich sehr oft speichere. Auch wenn es, wie ihr seht, gar nicht wirklich nötig ist, dass ich speichere. Aber ich werde ihm jetzt mal Pfeil und Bogen geben.
Creators! What was that thing?
So. Irgendwas ist mit meiner Maus. Ich muss meine Maus gerade mal... So, ich glaube, jetzt ist es besser. So. Da wir, denke ich, alle wissen, was passiert. Ich will nicht weitermachen.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the writing says.
Stand back. We can't be sure. It's safe.
It sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous? Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
Get away from it, Tamlin.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
You're awake. You've the god's own luck, Lethaline. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
Worried. Where's Tamlin?
We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him.
I don't remember anything. I was in a cave and then nothing.
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
Is anyone looking for Tamlin?
Of course. Most of the hunters are off looking for him right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
I kept telling Tamlin that we should have... Sorry. I kept telling Tamlin that we should have come back.
Do not worry, Dalan. Even I might have been intrigued enough by such a cave to explore it further. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
Ich hoffe, das nimmt auf. Dieses Mikrofon, das ist das Doofe dabei. Also das ist dieses HyperX-Mikrofon. Das war letztes Jahr reduziert und deswegen habe ich mir das gekauft, aber es leuchtet rot. Und rot bedeutet für mich eigentlich eher, dass es gerade mutet, aber egal. Dass es auf Mute eingestellt ist, aber egal. Okay. There were walking corpses and other strange monsters.
Walking corpses? Dark magic, but not darkspawn. I know not what the other creatures might have been. What else did you find? What is the last thing you remember?
A mirror. Tamlin touched it.
A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
I am up to its keeper. I feel fine.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
Take Merrill to the cave and find Tamlin. Understood.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
I need more equipment before I go.
Master Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
Goodbye, Keeper. So. Ich muss gerade ganz kurz. Ist das im Spiel oder ist es draußen? Sorry. Tut mir leid. Ich muss im Hintergrund gerade mal etwas bisschen umbauen. Weil was ich richtig hasse, ist das Schneiden danach. Deswegen mache ich das so.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for
Yes.
Tamlin?
I'm going with Merrill.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marathari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
Come with us.
Good. I'll follow you. Just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Ich denke, ich lasse mir diesen Talentpunkt übrig.
This should be easy enough.
Tut mir leid, falls ihr das Knacken hört.
Anithara, it's good to see you recovered.
How are the Hella faring, Madam?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us. One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
I won't allow that to happen.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
The Hala are beautiful creatures.
I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses. At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
Ich dachte gerade, der PC hat sich aufgehangen, aber bei dem Spiel wäre das schon sehr Sehr bescheuert. Mein PC hat sich aber am Anfang sehr oft bei Cyberpunk aufgehangen. Das war auch immer lustig.
Ah, it's good you're well. You weren't here when Paul arrived, were you?
I've heard of you. Everyone is talking about you and the other missing hunter. A Grey Warden brought you back here.
The hunter's name's Tamlin.
I hope you find him soon.
Paul's a flat air. He arrived here a few days ago from the human lands.
I heard rumors in a nearby human village that a Dalish camp was close, and I hope to find your hunters in the forest.
You were fortunate I didn't shoot you, Paul. I thought you were a Shem, and a bandit at that. You're not the first city elf to rejoin his people. I'm sure you'll find life among us more satisfying than with the Shems, if no less harsh.
In the alienage, we hear terrible stories about the Dalish. They aren't true, right?
Only parts where we sacrifice young elves to the gods.
Ha! That's funny. It is funny, right? You don't actually do that.
Entschuldigung, noch besser finde ich ja, dass er gar nicht antwortet. Das ist so gut. No. Dann reden wir mit. Ups.
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Claim tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Persuade. Could I ask you for a bow as well, Master Island?
One of my own crafting, perhaps? It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
May I see your crafts, Master Island?
Of course. Take whatever you need.
Eigentlich sollte ich da schon was behalten, aber manche Sachen, ich weiß nicht. Vieles davon ist auch einfach so viel schlechter, dass es keinen Sinn macht, die zu behalten. Und das ist richtig gut, dass du am Anfang die Möglichkeit hast. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob es überall... Ich glaube, als City Elf kannst du deine Sachen nicht verkaufen. Ich glaube, da bei diesem Shop, wo der eine Elf da ist, mit dem kannst du sprechen, aber du kannst keine Sachen verkaufen oder kaufen. Aber hier geht das ja, das finde ich gut. Und genauso wie beim Zwergen, da kannst du sowohl bei dem bürgerlichen Zwergen als auch bei dem reichen König, nicht König, aber ja, bei dem Adligen, genau, nach dem Wort habe ich gesucht, bei dem Adligen und bei dem bürgerlichen Zwerg kannst du auch Dinge kaufen und verkaufen. Ja. Ab der nächsten Folge werde ich auf jeden Fall nicht mehr das Mikrofon jedes Mal hochheben müssen. Hoffentlich hört man das dann auch nicht. So laut jetzt. Ich möchte es aber ein bisschen weiterbringen. Ich möchte jetzt ab Ostegar möchte ich dann mit der zweiten Folge starten. Deswegen ziehe ich das jetzt durch.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
Oh Gott, hoffentlich spreche ich das richtig aus. Anethara Asha. It's good to see you too. Was heißt es? Anethara Asha. It's good to see you.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
He's missing. That's all we know right now.
That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
You never spoken of my parents much, Ashal.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we Dalish strive to learn of the past?
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
Is there ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the Keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest. Your father was killed, but your mother escaped.
I always thought they died together.
Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
My mother abandoned me?
She just couldn't carry on without your father. The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
Can't believe I never heard this tale.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift. Something of your father's for you to have once you were older. Perhaps the time has come.
You only remember this now?
I was waiting for the right time, until you were grown. But you are grown now, aren't you? Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapen. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Aight. Aight.
So you have returned to us, Dalen. We are grateful you're whole and well.
I'm glad to be here as well, Heron.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
Tamlin insisted we go inside.
Tamlin's idea, huh? And you've no mind of your own. I suppose your youth can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price. Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
I'm sorry, Haran. I will try harder next time.
Would you even know the reason behind your efforts? I wonder. Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
I have important things to do, Haran.
I suppose Tamlin cannot wait for tales. Another time, then.
I see you have not left with Meryl yet. Is there something you need?
I want to bring Jedes Mal möchte ich Van Harel sagen. I want to bring ich weiß gar nicht, wie du ihn aussprichst. I want to bring Fenrir with us to the cave. Yeah.
Fenrir? Are you certain? I'm already putting Meryl at risk. I don't want to lose you too.
I want to help Keeper. If we can find Tamlin, it's worth the risk.
Very well, then. You have my permission. And thank you for asking for it.
Oh.
Let's get started.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
Ich würde mir wünschen, dass die Meryl nicht verändert hätten vom Charakter, von der Art. Aren't you worried about getting sick?
A little, but the Keeper cured you. How dangerous could it be? Even if I get sick, finding Tamlin or
Ihre
something
Stimme ist auch
valuable will
anders.
be
Das
worth
ist
it.
auch so. Fenrir is coming with us. Nee. How much did the Keeper tell you?
Enough to pique my interest and my concern.
Let's
you
go
can
then.
explain the rest on the way. What about Fenrir? You didn't think I'd notice him?
We asked. The Keeper has given her leave.
Then let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiends. Ah! The Dalish will prevail! Let's get started. Right. Here we go! Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe the mirror has something to do with it.
What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
Ah. What are you implying?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Let's go.
Let's get started. Right.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here?
Maybe it belongs to the shaman who found me.
You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
No forest creatures. It's too quiet.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Careful. I don't like this.
It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Dark spot. Okay.
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? This should be easy. On. Let's get started. This should be easy enough.
Ich hoffe so sehr, dass wir in Dragon Age Dreadwolf Vorgeschichten bekommen, wie in Dragon Age Origins. Aber ich bezweifle, dass das der Fall sein wird. Aber das wäre schön. Definitiv. Ich muss mal gerade im Inventar nachschauen. Yep. Und später darf ich nicht vergessen, dass ich dann auch noch die restlichen Codex-Einträge sammle. Zum Beispiel über unseren geliebten Fenhare.
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures
Don't talk
about.
like that. You don't know.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Ich muss gerade ganz kurz gucken. Ups, nein, Hilfe. Ich muss gerade mal kurz nachgucken, wann das kommt.
Let's get started. Let's get started.
Dragon Age Dreadwolf soll ja auch vom Kampf her anders werden. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie man sich das vorstellen kann. Also es sieht, wenn du dir die Videos anguckst, ganz ehrlich, ich finde, das ist nicht mehr Dragon Age. Es ist viel zu Action-like. Es ist viel zu viel Action da drin.
On. Right, let's get started. Here we go! Let's get started. Get them all! This should be easy enough.
Aber ich glaube, am schlimmsten finde ich aber immer noch, dass es, ja, dass dass du die Charaktere, die anderen Charaktere nicht mehr steuern können wirst. Zumindest ist das der aktuelle Stand.
A little frantic? I can see why.
Ach, ich lasse das jetzt, dass ich überall hingehe. Glaube ich weiß nicht. Ups. Och nö, Magier.
Right. As you wish.
Greif doch bitte den Magier an. Ah, da bist du so, ja. Genlock. Achso, erstmal hier, so. Das hat die Vorderung.
You're getting sloppy. As you wish. I'll make short work of you. Right. This should be easy enough. Not all you got. Right.
Yes, man. So.
This should be easy enough.
Haben wir alles? Das sind 4. Ach so, Moment. Bevor ich das vergesse. Ja, mache ich immer so. Aber dann ist sie auch nackt. Ich weiß nicht, ob so. Ich lasse ihr die Kleidung. Ich bin gütig und lasse ihr die Kleidung. Scheiße. Die ganze Zeit vermieden und jetzt. Egal. So.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
I felt the fighting. Why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andaran Atishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
We are looking for our brother, Tamlin.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this
Tamlin
mirror.
touched the mirror and I blacked out.
I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
Then we should destroy it.
I agree. So long as the mirror exists, it is a threat to anyone nearby.
I do not fear this sickness. The Keeper knows how to cure it.
She may have weakened it, but she cannot cure it. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Perhaps there is something to what you say.
Confirm it with your keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger. It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the keeper immediately regarding your cure. There is nothing we can do.
I'm not leaving until I find him.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
I'm not ready to give up the search just yet.
If you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude.
I care little for your manners, only that you attend to your health. Shall we go back?
Oh nein, okay. Oh.
It's not that simple. I would tell you more, but I must first speak with your keeper.
I'm not ready to give up the search just yet.
If you prefer, I can wait outside while you look around, but I assure you he will not be here. I suggest, however, leaving sooner rather than later. You are sick whether you feel it or not, and it does you no good to linger.
Then wait outside. I'll be out when I'm ready.
As you wish. I will see you back at camp.
Let's get started.
Haha. So. Jetzt können wir weitermachen. Ich muss aber erstmal speichern. Oh. Nein. Ich darf nicht vergessen, das dann zurückzunehmen.
Lifeless bastard. As you wish. Right. Let's get started. On. As you wish. Right. This should be easy. As you wish. Right. It's over for you! You're in trouble now! On. As you wish.
Okay. Das ist deswegen wollte ich hier noch bleiben. Und ich habe sonst eigentlich immer mich für andere Dialoge entschieden. Ja, und ja. das? Ach ja, scheiße, das darf ich nicht vergessen. Ja, lassen wir ihm das. So, vorsichtshalber speichern wieder. Wie ich sagte, ich speichere sehr oft.
On.
Sorry. Hallo? Oh Mann. Hallo. Ich habe nicht gesagt, dass du stehen. Junge. So.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
The Grey Warden says we will find nothing.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Dalen, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well, Keeper.
Tell Haren Pyvel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
So.
As you wish. On it.
Van Haare. Van Haare.
This should be easy enough.
King of only dust and bones. Ja. Haren, Van Haare. King of only dust and bones.
I see you have not returned with young Tamlin. Are we to assume the worst?
The Grey Warden says he will not be found.
A sad day for our clan. I know you and Tamlin were friends. My condolences on your loss.
Thank you, Master Island.
May the creators guide your path. Ah, back again? Of course. Take whatever you need.
Das lese ich nicht jedes Mal noch vor, wenn ich irgendwas kaufe oder verkaufen will. Das würde zu lange dauern. Und das wollen wir alle nicht, denke ich. Ah, jetzt habe ich einen Ohrwurm von diesem Fenarel-Lied. Wake to find only silence. I don't know. Bla 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 bla. Faded gone. Und so, das ist so ein schöner Song. Eigentlich gar nicht so mein meine Musik. Ich höre ja Reggae und Dancehall. Ja, aber das Lied, oder wenn wir schon von guter Musik sprechen, ich finde auch von Cyberpunk die Musik, die ist auch voll schön. Also muss ich echt sagen. Schön wäre es, wenn ich jetzt selber nur singen könnte.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another time, if the keeper thinks it's wise.
So wichtig. Also finde ich auch schade, dass die so kalt gemacht haben. Aber was ich an der Meryl mehr mag, ist, dass sie einfach nicht so. Ach, ich mag die Meryl von Dragon Age 2 nicht. Die haben die zu sehr verändert. Und das ist ja cool, wenn ein Charakter sich verändert und dann irgendwie einen Schritt in irgendeine Richtung macht, egal in welche. Definitiv. Aber, also, erstens ist es eine andere Sprecherin und zweitens, für mich ist es einfach nicht dieselbe Meryl. Für mich, ich bilde mir einfach ein, dass dieser Clan zwei Meryls hat und, ja, no, weiß nicht. Ja. So, meine Aufgabe, die ich erledigen muss.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
It's my fault. I failed the clan.
You've done nothing of the sort, Dalen. Do not blame yourself. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
Oh mein Gott. Ich muss dieser Song, ey. Wake to find only silence. Ever none faded gone. Ja, sorry. Tut mir leid. Ich weiß, ich kann nicht singen, aber ich liebe dieses Lied und ich wünschte, ich könnte singen, weil dann würde ich. Ja. Okay, oh Gott. Tamlin. Ich wirke vielleicht total kalt und kühl, aber ich meine, ich habe das so oft durchgespielt und es trifft mich sowieso jedes Mal immer sehr hart, aber ich versuche nicht hier zu heulen oder sonstiges, aber es macht mich trotzdem jedes Mal aufs Neue traurig, dass Tamlin nicht zu unserer Gruppe gehört. Das wäre schön, aber ja. Will you prepare a service for Tamlin, please?
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Thank you, Harren.
I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
He saved my life. And is a friend to the clan.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalish.
Go. Shepherd. Shepherd. I should go. Sorry. Muss mal gerade gucken, ob ich jetzt alles habe. Mal ganz kurz gucken. Ah, gut, ich habe wieder das abgenommen. Dann speichern wir mal. Dalish.
Your keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
Me? A Grey Warden? This is madness.
This is not madness, Dalish.
Oops.
Your survival depends on it.
The darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that.
Ach so, und was ich sagen will, warum ich mich auch für einen Dalish entschieden habe, ist nicht nur wegen der ganzen Geschichte, die sich so über die ganze Dragon Age Serie hinauszieht. Ich meine, du hast immer damit zu tun irgendwie, und also jetzt nicht per se, was die Dalish angeht, aber über die Agent Elves und alles, so, das ist alles irgendwie, und das ist ein Grund, und der weitere Grund meiner Meinung nach, den ich als sinnvoll empfinde, warum ich mich so entschieden habe. Ist, dass man neben dem adeligen Zwergen, falls ich mich richtig erinnere, spielt man nur mit dem adligen Zwergen und mit dem Dalish, kämpft man nur gegen, oh mein Gott, ich kann kein Deutsch mehr. Was ich sagen wollte ist, man kämpft als Dalish und als adliger Zwerg. Mann, als adliger Zwerg und als Dalish kämpft man gegen die dunkle Brut. Und das ist meiner Meinung nach der Grund, warum entweder der adlige Zwerg oder Dalish meiner Meinung nach mehr Sinn macht. Dazu auch die Geschichte des Menschen, des Kriegermenschen, des adligen Menschen, meine ich damit. Ne. Nein. Ich finde das nicht unbedingt langweilig, aber da ich selber ein Mensch bin, brauche ich nicht die Vorgeschichte eines Menschen, also eines adligen Menschen. Also, ne. Will I be able to return to my clan?
We do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
I am honored by your offer.
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty and your salvation.
Then I accept this privilege, Duncan, if you will have me.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalish. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover.
You
but I cannot
can.
deny you that.
You
Say your
definitely
farewells.
can't deny me
Then
that.
we must be off.
Come then, Dalish.
Das kannst du mir
Before the
nicht.
creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Oh Gott. Oh. Es ist so, es ist einfach so, so emotional.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I'm Theron, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill
So
and
that the
honor.
same can't be said of yours. Ich möchte das jedes Mal nehmen, aber ich weiß nicht, warum ich das nicht mache. I thought humans considered us dangerous vagrants.
To be fair, your people can be a bit standoffish. Not that I blame them, of course. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Das ist ja nicht, dass ich den nicht mag. Das ist ja nicht so, aber oh mein Gott.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Perhaps this isn't really a blight after all.
So some believe, but I disagree. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard the Grey Wardens highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal might be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Ein Remake oder ein Remaster von dem Spiel geben sollte. Weil, ganz im Ernst, es würde, glaube ich, auch BioWare gut tun. Und, also, ich weiß nicht, ich würde eher sagen, komplett Remake. Nichts davon wegwerfen. Natürlich immer noch so das Spiel machen und genauso das Spiel verkaufen, sozusagen, wie es im Originalen ist, aber mit neuen Quests und auch mit mehr Optionen. Und zum Beispiel jetzt hier die Rüstung, die Duncan trägt. Das ist ja ein Mod. Und dass das dann einfach im Spiel drin ist. Und wenn es jetzt auch kein Remake geben würde, hoffentlich wenigstens ein Remaster. So gut wie das bei Mass Effect ja geworden ist. Das war ja, finde ich, auch sehr gut. Aber ich weiß nicht, ich möchte immer noch gerne ein Remake und ich hoffe, dass es das geben wird. Aber dafür muss erstmal Dragon Age Dreadwolf gut werden. Erfolgreich. Erfolgreich genug, damit BioWare noch eine Chance hat. Why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
Why didn't you tell me about this cure before?
It is a secret, and it is not a simple antidote. The joining is what will make
Wonderful.
you a Grey Warden.
Let's get over with. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
So. Und damit wünsche ich euch einen wunderschönen Tag, wunderschönen Abend oder eine wunderschöne Nacht. Und hoffentlich bis zum nächsten Mal.